Let me ask you something profound right now. Are you truly living the life you desire? Or merely existing, going through the motions, hoping that someday, somehow, things will change? Because here's a truth that most people miss. Life does not improve by chance. It improves by change. And that change starts within you. We are surrounded by infinite possibilities. Every single moment holds the power to completely transform your reality. But the golden key to unlocking those possibilities is understanding that you are the architect of your own life. You don't get what you want, you get who you are. And who you are is shaped by your thoughts, your beliefs, and the deep, often hidden paradigms that control your daily actions. Now let's get something clear. We are programmed beings. From the moment we are born, we're conditioned by our environment, by our parents, teachers, culture, and media. These programs, what we call paradigms, shape our results in life. Most people try to change their results without changing the paradigm. That's like trying to change the fruit without changing the roots. It simply doesn't work. If you want lasting transformation, you must shift the paradigm. You see, your mind is a powerful tool. It's divided into two parts, the conscious and the subconscious. Your conscious mind is where you do your thinking, where your will and intellect reside. But it's your subconscious mind that truly runs the show. That's the emotional mind, the part of you that acts automatically based on deeply ingrained belief. And here's the kicker. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. That's why visualization, affirmation, and emotionalized thinking are so powerful. They imprint new patterns onto the subconscious. Let's talk about wealth. Money is one of the biggest sources of struggle and frustration for many. But money itself is neutral. It's a tool, a servant, not a master. And here's something you might not have been told. Wealth is a mindset before it's a bank balance. The people who accumulate wealth do not do so merely by luck or hard work alone. They do it because they have a prosperity consciousness. They believe deeply that wealth is their birthright, and they act in harmony with that belief. Now think about goal setting. Most people set goals based on what they think they can achieve, not what they truly desire. That's a mistake. Your goal should stretch you. It should scare and excite you at the same time. When you set a goal like that, it forces you to tap into potential you didn't even know you had. You begin to think differently, act differently, and attract new opportunities that align with that bigger vision. But here's something most people don't realize. You must become emotionally involved with your goal. It's not enough to just write it down or say it out loud. You've got to feel it to step into the energy of that goal as if it's already yours. Why? Because feeling is the language of the subconscious. The stronger the feeling, the deeper the imprint. Now let's dive deep into something crucial, decision making. Napoleon Hill famously said that successful people make decisions quickly and change them slowly. Why is that? Because indecision breeds doubt and fear. When you hesitate, you give your mind room to talk you out of your dreams. You must decide what you want and then move decisively and boldly. Life responds to decisiveness. Opportunities, people, and resources begin to align the moment you commit. And then there's fear. Fear is the invisible enemy that paralyzes millions of people every day. But fear is nothing more than false evidence appearing real. It's a shadow, a creation of your mind. And just as you created it, you can dissolve it. Every time you face your fear head on, you shrink its power. Every time you step forward despite the fear, you grow stronger, more confident, more unstoppable. One of the most overlooked yet powerful faculties we have is intuition. Intuition is that quiet inner voice, the nudge, the hunch that guides you toward your highest good. But sadly, many of us have been conditioned to ignore it, to rely solely on logic and reason. Yet the greatest breakthroughs in history, the most extraordinary successes, came not from pure logic, but from listening to and acting on intuition. If you want to elevate your life, start tuning into that inner guidance system. Trust it. It knows the way. Let's talk about the universal laws. We live in a perfectly ordered universe, governed by exact laws, whether we believe in them or not. The law of vibration tells us that everything is energy, moving and vibrating at different frequencies. Your thoughts have a frequency. Your feelings have a frequency. And you attract into your life that which matches your dominant frequency. The law of attraction is not magic. It's a natural law that responds to your vibration. So how do you raise your vibration? By aligning your thoughts and feelings with what you desire. By focusing on gratitude, abundance, love, and success. The higher your vibration, the more you attract positive outcomes. It's that simple and that profound. Persistence. Now here's a trait that separates the winners from the quitters. You can have all the talent in the world, all the knowledge, all the connections, but if you don't persist, you'll never see the results you seek. Success is often just around the corner from where most people give up. When you make persistence a part of your character, you become unstoppable. You develop a mindset that says, I will not be denied. Now let's circle back to something foundational: self-image. Your self-image sets the thermostat for your success. No matter how hard you try, you cannot consistently outperform your self-image. If deep down you see yourself as limited, unworthy, or incapable, that's exactly what you'll manifest. But when you upgrade your self-image, when you begin to see yourself as powerful, capable, and worthy, you begin to act in alignment with that image. And life begins to mirror that new belief. You've got to take full ownership of your life. No excuses, no blaming, no waiting for someone to rescue you. The power to change is within you. Right now, it starts with awareness, becoming aware of where you are, what you believe, and how you've been operating. And then it moves into intention, deciding what you truly want. And from there it flows into action, daily, consistent, purposeful action that moves you toward your vision. And let me tell you something, you are capable of far more than you've ever imagined. The only limits you have are the ones you've accepted. And the moment you decide to release those limits, your entire world changes. In closing, remember this: you are the captain of your soul, the master of your fate. The world is waiting for your greatness. Don't hold back. Step forward boldly, claim your power, and build the life you were born to live. Your best days are not behind you. They are ahead. And it all starts now. Let's dig deeper now, because what I'm about to share with you is the next level of mastery. You see, success isn't just about setting goals or thinking positive thoughts. Those are pieces of the puzzle, but true mastery happens when you develop control over your inner world. That's where your real power lies. You've heard it said, as within, so without. That's not just a nice quote. It's a universal truth. Your outer world is a direct reflection of your inner state. If you want to change what you see on the outside, you must first transform the inside. Let's talk about something critical: mental discipline. Most people allow their minds to wander aimlessly all day long, reacting to circumstances, getting pulled into distractions, consumed by negativity. But champions, those who achieve at the highest levels, practice mental discipline. They guard their thoughts like a fortress. They deliberately choose what they focus on, because they know that where attention goes, energy flows. Now this requires a commitment, a decision to live consciously, rather than by default. You have to wake up every morning and set your intention. Decide who you are going to be today, what energy you are going to bring into your work, your relationships, your mission. This simple practice alone can revolutionize your life. Let's explore a principle that has changed countless lives, including my own: auto-suggestion. This is where you feed your subconscious mind with repeated, emotionally charged statements of your desire. Why? Because repetition is the key to reprogramming the mind. You didn't develop your current beliefs overnight, and you won't change them overnight either. But with persistence, with daily repetition, your subconscious starts to accept the new programming. And once it does, magic begins to happen. One of the biggest breakthroughs you can have is realizing that your current circumstances do not define your destiny. You may be broke, stuck, or struggling today, but that is not who you are. That is a temporary condition, not a permanent item. The moment you stop identifying with your current results and start identifying with the vision of who you want to become, that's the moment your life begins to shift. We have to address something every single person faces. Let me tell you, failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success.
Every great achiever you admire has failed more times than most people have ever tried. Failure is feedback. It's a teach. It's refining you, sharpening you, molding you into the person who can handle the next level of success. The only true failure is quitting. As long as you keep going, you are winning. Let's dive into the law of compensation. This law states that you will always be compensated in direct proportion to the value you bring to the world. If you want to increase your income, increase your value. Ask yourself, how can I serve more people? How can I solve bigger problems? How can I deliver greater impact? When you focus on giving more, serving more, becoming more, the rewards naturally expand. Now I want to introduce you to a powerful practice. Visualization. Your imagination is one of the most potent faculties you possess. When you visualize your goal as already achieved, with clarity, emotion, and repetition, you create a new blueprint in your subconscious. Your mind begins to bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. The clearer and more detailed your vision, the faster it manifests. But here's the secret sauce. You must act as if. Don't wait until you have the success to feel confident. Don't wait until the money is in your account to feel abundant. Feel it now. Live it now. Be it now. This alignment between your inner state and your outer actions creates a magnetic force that draws your desires to you. We also need to talk about environment. Your environment plays a massive role in shaping your mindset and your results. Who are you surrounding yourself with? What are you feeding your mind daily? Success is not just about personal willpower. It's about setting yourself up for success by immersing yourself in empowering environments. Choose wisely. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, challenge you, and believe in your vision. Let's not forget the power of gratitude. Gratitude is the gateway to abundance. When you focus on what you have and appreciate it deeply, you create a vibrational match for more good to flow into your life. Start and end every day with gratitude. It will shift your mindset, your energy, and your results in profound ways. Now here's something many overlook. Rest and renewal. High achievers know when to push, but they also know when to pause. Your body and mind are instruments, and you must keep them. Regular rest, meditation, reflection. These aren't luxuries. They are necessities for sustained success. Finally, let's talk about legacy. What are you building? What impact are you making? Success is wonderful, but significance is what lasts. Aim not just to succeed, but to leave a mark, to uplift others, to inspire, to create a ripple effect of positive change that extends far beyond your lifetime. Remember this, you are powerful beyond measure. Everything you need is already within you. Your dreams are not random. They are your soul's blueprint for what's possible. Trust them, honor them, and take bold, inspired action. Every single day, the future is yours to create. The question is, are you ready to claim it? We've covered a lot of ground already, but if you're still with me now, I know one thing for certain. You are serious about transforming your life, and that's exactly what we're going to do next. Because in this final section we are going to bring everything together and dive into some of the deepest truths about success, intuition, and universal laws. Let's start with decision making. Napoleon Hill said, "Successful people make decisions quickly and change them slowly." Why? Because indecision kills dreams. It creates doubt, hesitation, and confusion, and nothing grows in confusion. The moment you make a clear, committed decision, you set unseen forces into motion. The universe starts to rearrange itself to match your intent. You don't need all the answers in the beginning. You just need the courage to decide and the faith to take the next step. Think about every turning point in your life. It likely began with a decision, whether it was bold or subtle. That choice changed your trajectory. Now ask yourself, what decision are you avoiding right now? What's the one thing you know you need to do but fear is holding you back? Let today be the day you choose to move forward, despite the fear. Speaking of fear, let's face it head on. Fear is the great paralyzer. But here's the truth. Fear is an illusion. It's a construct of the mind, a projection of something that hasn't even happened yet. Most of what we fear never actually comes to pass. And even when it does, we discover we are far stronger than we imagined. The antidote to fear is faith and action. Every time you step forward in spite of fear, the grip of that fear weakens. And here's a little secret. The thing you fear most often holds the key to your greatest breakthrough. Run toward it, not away from it. That's where your power lies. Let's dive into a topic that has guided me for decades. Intuition. You have an inner guidance system, a quiet knowing that nudges you toward your highest good. Most people ignore it because they're too busy, too distracted, or too doubtful. I'm telling you now, your intuition is your greatest asset. The more you listen to it, the stronger it becomes. And when you learn to trust it, your life becomes a series of aligned, miraculous. Practice tuning in. Get still. Ask for guidance. And listen. The answers are there, not in the noise but in the silence. And remember, intuition often speaks softly and quickly. It's that gut feeling, that flash of insight, that quiet whisper saying, "This is the way." Now let's expand to something even bigger. The universal laws. Just as gravity governs the physical world, there are universal laws that govern success, abundance, and fulfillment. One of the most powerful is the law of cause and effect. Every thought, feeling, and action is a cause that sets an effect into motion. This means you are never a victim of circumstance. You are the architect of your life. Another vital law is the law of vibration. Everything in the universe is energy, vibrating at different frequencies, including you. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs emit a vibration that attracts experiences of a similar frequency. This is why mindset work is not just feel-good fluff. It's essential. When you shift your inner vibration, your external world must follow. And let's not overlook the law of persistence. This is the law that separates the dreamers from the doers. Success rarely happens overnight. It requires unwavering commitment, relentless effort, and the resilience to keep going when results aren't showing up yet. I've seen it time and time again. The people who win are not the most talented. They're the ones who refuse to quit. You have to build a never-give-up mindset. Decide that no matter how long it takes, no matter how many obstacles arise, you are in it for the long haul. Persistence creates momentum, and momentum creates results. Here's something else I want you to grasp. Your self-image. Your results will never exceed your self-image for long. If you see yourself as mediocre, you will sabotage your success to stay consistent with that belief. But when you upgrade your self-image, when you begin to see yourself as capable, worthy, and successful, you naturally rise to meet that new standard. How do you change your self-image? Through repetition, affirmation, and visualization. Every day, remind yourself of who you are becoming. See it, feel it, embody it, until it becomes your new normal. And let's talk about action. All the mindset work in the world means nothing without action. Action is the bridge between your inner world and your external results. But not just any action. Aligned, inspired action that feels expansive, that moves you closer to your vision. The key is to avoid paralysis by analysis. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Start where you are with what you have, and let clarity come through movement. Action breeds clarity. Action builds confidence. Action changes everything. I want to leave you with this final truth. You are a creator. You were born to expand, to evolve, to leave a mark on this world. Everything you need is already within you. The dreams you hold are not random. They are your calling. Trust them, honor them, and take bold, decisive action to bring them to life. Remember, the only limits you have are the ones you accept. Refuse to accept limits. Refuse to settle. Refuse to give up. Your best life is waiting, but it's up to you to claim it. So now I challenge you. What will you do with this knowledge? Will you tuck it away as nice information, or will you use it to transform your life? The choice is yours, and your future depends on it. Let's make it happen.